Okay, so here's what's going on. I ordered the Narex Richter. This is the extra bevel edge set, I hope. And I'll show you why that's important once I get into the package. But I've got shark knife here to help me with the honors of opening the box. But it comes in a shrink wrapped. It's an attractive box as boxes go. It shows the chisel set plus the tool roll. So I guess I don't need shark knife. There was a little tear in the plastic. That's fine. And so let's see what happens here. Give this a tip. So inside the box there is a Narex Richter. I don't know. It's bevel edge chisel, the Richter. Proud to present you with yada yada yada. And so there's a blurb in here on that. Let's set that aside. Thank you. Remove the postal box out of the way. Concentrate on seeing what's in here. And there it is, the Narex made in Czech Republic chisel set. There's a desiccant that is just a packet to keep your chisels from getting rusty on the trip. It absorbs moisture. Extra long ribbon, I like that. And then there it is. There's the set. They come with blade covers, which is nice. And, you know, I've already noticed one thing that's kind of important. So the 1/8 doesn't have much of a bevel. So one thing that's kind of important is it looks like this is sharpened straight across on the 1/8. I have one. It came from another company. I'm not going to say who, but it had a pretty good angle on it. So I need to correct that before I can keep using it. Got a bit of a skew, which isn't the end of the world on the other one, but I'm going to have to do a little focused sharpening. And so here's where you can really see the beauty of the chisel. This has, let me try and get it right up by the camera. This has an angle here, and as you can see, there is no side on there. It transitions smoothly from flat to angle on the sides, as well as, you know, obviously you're going to need the angle for the tip where that actually cuts. But this is, I mean, you can make your own, and I might do that with some cheaper chisels just to make the video. But I wanted to have a really world-class set of chisels that are not just set up with this edge, this bevel for getting into the pocket. So when you have the chisel, when you have a dovetail, you have the flat area, and then you have an angle here and an angle here. And what this does is it goes into that edge part without breaking up the fibers here and here. And so that is why this is important. The other thing, the other reason I got a set, and I believe in getting sets, is that if you have a certain size dovetail, you can chop it out with a particular chisel. And then if you go to the bottom of the dovetail, let's say it happens to be whatever that is, that looks like 1/2 inch, you can just go straight in with the 1/2 inch chisel and then establish the base. And so it saves you time on pairing. It establishes the angles, and so I'm really looking forward to using these. I wanted to take them out and get a look at just how sharp they are. There's barely, it's pretty smooth. It's not perfectly polished, but it's going to need a little bit of honing and you know, some sharpening, just a touch of sharpening, and then to hone it, but really just kind of dial in that edge. So here is, like I said, I think this is the 1/2 inch. And so as you can see, again, It's flat, and it just transitions right to a very thin edge. If you're doing bigger dovetails, and that's why I got the set, if you're going to do big dovetails, this is I think that's the full 1 inch. So there's a good look at it. So this was, I think it's like $300 something, $309 maybe retail. This was on sale for about $100 off, and I couldn't say no. I've been looking at these. I thought about getting them without the handle, but honestly, I could have bought them the same set without the handle for about 160, 170. And so for whatever it was, 40, $50 more, I decided to let Narex just do what they know and send me something where everything is plugged in together. It doesn't have a ferrule for hammering back here, but ash is pretty tough. And so I'm confident these will hold up for a long, long time. Probably for at least a couple generations. So anyways, that is a tour. There's just other sizes here. It's a nice tool roll. That's going to be handy just for kind of keeping track of them. And so I believe it's, was it like the 1 inch, 3/4, maybe 3/8, 1/8, quarter, half, and then I can't remember if that looks like 5/8. So there you go. A really cool set. Like I said, I'm really looking forward. I have some dovetail chisels. I've invested money in dovetail chisels pretty recently in my journey as a woodworker. And some of those just are, they look really nice, but they're a little lightweight. And so I wanted a heavier chisel that has that angle built right in, really driving into. Actually, for ash, I did some shaker style end tables, and so when I was chopping into the ash, I did some half blind dovetails. That's where you plug in here's the front of your drawer, and then what you do is you chop some cavities there, the dovetail recepting the mortise, and so you trim this out so that they plug in, but you don't see it through the front, so they call it half blind. And so when it came to go into hard ash, I really had to pound on the chisels that I had, and it left me really wishing that I had this bevel, so I wasn't paring the ash, that I could just go right after it with a nice solid chisel. And so that's why these are here. I need to tune them up a little bit just for the edge, but I'm really looking forward to using these. So it's a thumbs up from me so far. Okay, and in addition, I just want to say something about the tool roll. I don't think I've really actually owned a very good tool roll up until this point, but this looks like a pretty good design. The ends, so the tips sit in a pocket on the stitching in here, and it gets a little clunky with the big ones, but the 6 that came with the set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyways, you've got a flap here that kind of keeps them from bumping into each other, and then you just fold it up, and you probably noticed, but there's actually room in here for extra chisels. So I might put some of my little paring chisels in here, and then I will have basically a complete set for doctor's visits. And so once again, it's getting 2 thumbs up from me. Really, really excited to use this.